What's going on, guys? It's your boy Kid Clutch from the Curse Ones Podcast. I'm joined with, of course, Bodega Fresh here.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
All right, it's enough with the intros. I know y'all don't fucking like that shit. We're talking about JJK here. Y'all gotta stop gassing this fucking series. It's manga spoilers, by the way.
Yes.
Manga spoilers.
Super spoilers because of what just happened.
Because we needed to talk about it because we haven't been liking the decision making, the direction that JJK has been going for the last couple year.
Yeah.
Probably. And it also has to do with my glorious blue-eyed king right here. Of course, I mean, like, he just has been shafted continuously in this series. No pause. That's my guy right here. But what the fuck is that? Like, what the fuck? Hello? We're talking about Yuta,
who I love.
Is his second favorite character.
Yeah.
Has now copied Kenjaku's curse technique to fucking go into Gojo's body to fight Sukuna.
No. Let's go back to like the previous chapter where like Sukuna was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
And saw a ghost of Gojo. He's like, "The ghost of the strongest men that I killed," right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're just there like, okay, why is he having like
hallucination?
Vietnam flashbacks over here?
Yeah.
Oh shit, And then to find out we see Gojo, I'm like, oh, they brought Gojo. And then I saw the fucking scar on his head. I was like, at first I was even more pissed. I was like, somehow Kenjaku's alive and possessed Gojo?
Yeah.
The fuck? And then you find out it's Yuta. I'm like, I'm just there like, way to get the Wish version of Gojo.
Pretty much.
Get his distant family member to fucking shadow possession his body. I can't.
The thing about me that pisses me off, it's like, you know what? Like, it's his decision.
Yeah.
His thing, but people are gassing this so fucking much. And they do this with everything about JJK. Like, on Twitter, it's just like, people are like, oh, like, name one thing Gege forgot about. Name this. And I'm just like, y'all are so, like, insufferable when it comes to, like, JJK. It's like, I don't like what Gege did. Yeah, I'm stupid. Sorry, that because I don't like because I didn't like that. I don't know. I don't read the manga because I didn't like what Gege did. Like, are y'all serious about this? Like, I mean, we can't have any issue with JJK. I don't understand.
It just what kills me is that like I saw people gassing like, yo, Yuta standing 10 toes down. It's like, not really. He was standing 10 toes down when him and Yuji were laying the fucking paws.
Mm-hmm.
And then hit him with a Bankai, not a domain. That shit's a Bankai.
That's just a Bankai, easy.
Right? Like, and then hit him with Cleave, dead to the face. That's standing 10 toes down. This, it's like, okay, if you said, like, I need to take it over because I need that extra bit of power, that Gojo's still stronger than me. But at that case, according to Gege, according how Gojo, he was, he wasn't even trying. I would have always lost. Like, so taking Gojo's body makes no fucking sense unless somehow you're getting your power plus Gojo's power to make this super mega power.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the fucking case. I just don't get it. I don't know. What pisses me off is just that like the fans who are very upset by it, like us, and then you have the fans who are like, yes, this is great. It's like, what are we doing here? How much more does Sukuna need to get hit with, to get put down? My man is like binding vow. This man is a
binding
fucking
vow merchant. Yeah,
he's a fucking whore.
Literally,
binding vow whore. Like, it's like,
there's probably like 40 things I can like think of that I have an issue with, and I can literally say all these things, and there's gonna be someone that's like, you don't read the series. This is the reason for that. This is the reason for that. This is the reason for that. I'm just like, that doesn't mean it's good. So that's why I'm just like, just because you can explain it and it makes sense at least slightly narratively, doesn't mean it's good. And it definitely does not mean it's good writing.
Yeah.
So that's what I just don't understand. I would say there's three main things, probably like 4 or 5, that I have an issue with this. The first thing, which you could definitely agree with me on this, is the fact that we have this aspect of Yuta is now probably dead. Right? So yet another character that we're throwing away in this fight.
He definitely is
right?
dead.
So another character we're just throwing away. First of all, one of the best characters in this series we're just throwing away. because
One is
Gige wants
probably
to
the strongest.
he
Like,
wants
from
to
the main
delay Sukuna and have everybody and their fucking moms probably. He's inviting us to fucking fight Sukuna next
Yeah.
because Sukuna's not going down. Because no matter what you throw at this motherfucker, even at half power,
Series
even
is
at
gonna
third
end.
power,
Series is gonna end with Sukuna being on.
that's what I'm saying, right? Plus, we still have the merger and like a couple things that Sukuna still can do, and we've already exhausted all our options. It's like, why are we losing Sukuna this much? And why are we doing it where we lose Choso last chapter?
Yep.
And then now we're probably gonna lose Yuta.
Yep.
Unless some asshole bullshit happens in saving Yuta, right? We've
Oh,
already lost
Yuji's
Gojo.
gonna somehow bring him back.
At this point, I don't fucking care because it's like, yeah, sure, do it.
How come we couldn't do this with Gojo?
That's what I'm saying, right? So there's that, right? We're throwing away Yuta, right? And it's like people are gonna defend that. Okay, we're not throwing Yuta because Yuta is throwing away his humanity and becoming a monster and this and that. I'm like, he's desecrating Gojo's corpse.
He's like uncle.
He first of all, I'm gonna tell you one thing that people are not realizing. Now that he's in Gojo's corpse, right? And now he has all Gojo's memories. So anytime Gojo has fucked a bitch or has jerked off or has done something crazy, that's in Yuta's mind now. So no one's thought about that. That's one thing. All right. Either way, right? He only has 5 minutes in that bitch, right? So and it's like the three options where it was like he's either A, gonna have to live in Gojo's body forever. B, he's gonna after the 5 minutes he'll eventually die, but it's gonna be after 5 minutes, or he has 5 minutes he's gonna die, right? So it's either one of those three. Now Gigi can pull a fourth option and say, "Oh no!" After that, he can just go back in his old body and read. It's like
That'd be so stupid.
so fucking stupid.
That'd be so stupid.
So whatever, and Gigi is going to think of something
that
that no one in the world has thought of.
Because this is a last option plan.
Yeah, right. So that's my first issue. Fucking up Yuta, destroying Yuta, and killing him off when no one wants that to happen.
No
No one, except Sukuna lovers. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's the first one. Second one. So I guess fuck Yuji.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck Yuji and Toto.
Going to the Sukuna lovers. The Sukuna lovers want to be fucked by Sukuna.
Yes.
That's what it is.
They don't want to fuck Sukuna. They want Sukuna to fuck him. Them.
Yeah. So that's just that. But yeah, fuck Yuji.
So like fuck Yuji now because
you gave Yuji some shit.
You gave Yuji so much shit. For all that shit to not matter because now we have Gojo back. So everything Yuji just did gets outshined and overshadowed because now Yuta is in Gojo's body. And I don't care if y'all know it makes sense narratively. I don't give a fuck anymore. Half the fanbase doesn't give a fuck anymore what Yuji just did because now Sukuna is fighting Gojo. Or Gojo.
Again.
So no one gives a fuck what Yuji just did. So
I told you this. I saw this post that fucking hit home. Was that even in death, Gojo is still being used as a weapon. That man can't die. He can't stay dead. Sorry, but he can't stay dead.
And thematic because he truly was just a tool for Jujutsu in the end. Brother, these are characters. Let's actually, treat them as fucking characters and not just fucking tools for your story.
Oh, but we gotta forget that Gige was teasing us Rebirth. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, the white in Gojo.
Yeah.
He's coming back to life. Blah 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 blah." This is not how we meant it. This is not how we wanted him to come back to. I would have been fine if he came back, lost his 6 eyes.
Yeah.
Right, and then they needed to Gojo, Yuta, and Yuji needed to jump him because yes, we know Gojo's weaker now. Yuta's weaker than Gojo, and Yuji's damn sure weaker than Gojo. That's fine. Sukuna lovers go out A-okay because at the end of the day, Sukuna had to get triple jump.
Yeah. A reverse jump, which is fine.
Which he did to Gojo.
So, but so it's fitting. It's fine.
But now all of a sudden, to bring him back as fucking one of Kankuro's fucking shadow puppets. It's just they're like.
You see how goofy he looks in that fucking panel doing that shit? I understand it's Yuta in the body, but it's like, ew. Like
the soul.
Ew.
The soul is missing.
The soul is gone. Yeah.
The soul is missing. You have Shy Yuta, who I love. It just feels like disrespect to Yuta, disrespect to Gojo, disrespect to fucking Yuji,
to us fans,
and then Mr. Clapper.
People are like, oh, Gige's worst mistake is writing Toto out. Oh, but he's back. All right, at the last fucking possible moment with this bullshit ass fucking thing.
What? Where were you this whole time?
It's like he was plotting with Mei to do this at the very end. Brother, we needed you. We could have probably saved about 4 people by now.
Probably could have saved Gojo.
Yeah, we probably could have saved Gojo.
Could have just been like, clap on. All right, Gocho. Clap. Oh, we'll go
Yeah.
away. Like, you know, like.
World Desanto. Switch.
Yeah.
No, I guess not.
No.
Like, I don't understand. It's just like, oh, y'all just didn't give Giga enough time to do this. It's like, because the time where he should do things, he doesn't. And then does it at points where people don't care anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, like, if Toto came through, like,
Who?
Toto?
Oh, I thought you called him Kodo.
Kodo,
Like, who the
no.
fuck is Kodo?
If Toto came through, like, initially in the beginning of this fight, we'd have been like, fuck yes, you know, Toto is doing his shit.
Yeah.
But now we waited so fucking long after Choso died, and then now it's like, oh, now we have Toto. Okay, you're just replacing characters.
I mean, like.
Well, it's just the thing is, if he is just new Gojo, if it's just Gojo refresh start with Yuta, and like Yuta, it's like maybe Yuta's a little more cleansed with ability, but it's like, oh, fresh everything, right? Wouldn't Yuta in Gojo's body just be able to dog walk Sukuna at like 10 fingers now, at like half his thing? It's like, so obviously he's probably gonna be weaker, but it's like, then what's the point?
Doesn't Yuta have like near? No, he doesn't have unlimited curse energy.
Not unlimited.
He has pretty high though.
But like, it doesn't matter because he has the 6 eyes and limitless. So in Gojo's body, he's not going to use any cursed energy because it's just how optimal the 6 eyes make it, right? So my thing is Yuta in Gojo's body as strong as Gojo because it's just Gojo's body and that's why he's strong, or does Yuta piloting it make it weaker? But then if that's the case, why are we doing that? Why do we need Gojo back or Gojo's abilities back, but weaker to beat Sukuna? Why not just bring Yuta back?
If they make it where like Yuta go Yujo
or Guta.
Guta's
nasty.
Hello, my name is Guta. You know, if Guta is probably gonna have help with Yuji, and that'll be the tipping point.
But like, why? Why do we need a Gojo body? Like, I don't understand. Yuta could have got healed by Shoko.
Yep.
For some reason, Shoko can't do anything because she can't save anybody.
That's like Tsunade. Like,
probably. At least Tsunade can save herself.
No, they're like, if we just have constant healing, this fight's never ending.
Yeah. So I'm just like, why can't Yuta... First of all, why can Yuta heal Gojo's body when he goes in his body, but he can't heal his own fucking body? With Shoko trying to heal him, right? So it's like, they're not explaining reverse curse technique enough. Because it's like, I thought, yeah, the point is, it's your first curse technique isn't as strong if you do it to someone else because they have to kind of like accept it and it might like conflict. But Yuta obviously is going to be like, yes, Shoko, heal me because I'm fucking dying.
Also, can't Yuta use RCT?
Is he out of RCT? Is he out of curse energy because he got slashed?
What happens with Rika?
But Rika was alive, right? So it's like, he literally said, the reason I'm still conscious is because Rika is manifested, right? So it's like, why can't Yuta heal himself? At the very least, Shoko starts healing him, and then Yuta can like starts healing.
Continue.
So it's like, because Gojo's body is also cut in half. So it's not like they're in different positions, right? It's not like, oh, Gojo is like fine, just like doesn't want to be there. He's just
staring at this.
Right? And then it's like Yuta is almost dead. It's like they're both almost dead, but he can heal in Gojo's body, but not in his own body. Why not?
But then you got Yuji over here. Immediate.
Which is
immediate.
We've seen it before. Gojo's heal his hand, like his arm. So it's like I don't understand why. Conveniently, Sukuna can heal anything he wants, or if he isn't healing himself, none of the injuries he's sustaining is affecting him.
Yeah.
It's like I don't have 2 arms. I'm bleeding out of every fucking hole in my body, everywhere. But I'm chill. Like we're good. But it's like, oh, Yuji, I'm fucking dying on the floor. It's okay, brother. You need to learn RCT and heal everything. Sukuna's not doing any of that shit. I'm artificially pumping my heart with curse energy. What are we doing here? Like
it's that's why like I had to write that question for like the previous video. Like goated? No. I think it's like I think he really just shit the bed. And there's nothing really you can do about it. Like he shit the bed, we have to live with it and hope that this ending makes sense. Because as of right now, they're not even running into the problem of like a Madara or Aizen where you're like, how do we beat them?
Because he could have been beaten so many times. Because
Madara and Aizen, you just couldn't beat. Like you threw everything at him, you couldn't beat him, and then it was like some bullshit.
You needed new power-ups to beat them,
yeah,
and still couldn't.
And then some bullshit happened.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, they were unbeatable leading into it. Sukuna should have been done by Gojo.
Yes. Because I don't understand. Gojo and Sukuna are very, very close in strength. After their fight, Sukuna, sure, he's very weakened, but he is at half his curse energy, right? He's at around Yuta level. So now, Gojo and Sukuna are even, yet Sukuna got his like refresh, because he can change his body, so okay, that's fine. But he has no domain, nor like RCT is low, right? So now you're telling me Yuta, who is probably the second strongest character, who is going to be relative to Sukuna at this point, because that's the wrong curse energy, plus Yuji, who's God now, plus Higuruma, plus Choso, plus Ino, and plus Kusakabe,
Kashimo.
and Kashimo pulled up right after, right? That's not enough to beat Sukuna. And then Maki comes, not enough. Then
Maki
Yuji,
stabs him in the
yes,
chest.
then Yuji is God mode, not enough. And now Gojo's back with Yuta in the body, and that still might not be enough.
That could be
So
enough.
like, what? Like, if you were gonna say that, if you're gonna imply that Sukuna is like this much stronger than everything in existence, don't have Gojo say, "I'd beat him,"
Yeah.
because you didn't even believe that as the writer.
Like if he would have been like, I think I could beat him.
He's like, I should be able to beat him.
I think I could beat him, or I should be able to beat him. That's fine. But you said, nah,
I'd win. He said it twice too.
Yeah. So like, also for someone who is tremendously weaker than Sukuna, apparently, why was Sukuna shook so many times during that fight?
For the first time in 1,000 years, he felt anxious for the first time. Why? If he's 4 times stronger?
Because that man was dog walking.
Because he fucking dog walked him.
And then even as a ghost,
I know. He's like, oh no, I can't be him.
If you're so much stronger,
it's Yuta.
If you're so much stronger, why are you scared? Why was he shook, right? In the domain where he was scared that Yuta copied Limitless. Why was he so scared of that? Maybe because Gojo fucking instilled PTSD in this motherfucker? Like, hello? So, like, I just don't understand. I know, Sukuna had his Muzan moment of Yoruichi. But way stronger.
Way stronger.
Way stronger.
Way stronger.
It makes no sense.
Makes no sense.
Gige, make this shit make sense.
It's more so like, you can come at us and you can come at any point that people make. No, it makes sense because this and that, you can technically find something. But what I don't know and have never been able to tell you is why Gege has chosen to do the things. I can understand how they make sense when you like look at it and like kind of put all the pieces together. Mm-hmm. But why? Why didn't he just go like do a path where like not power friendship but like shonen style?
Yeah. Because
it already wasn't shonen like style throughout the whole series, right? So I don't understand why not just have this more organized ending to this very unorganized series.
I can't answer.
I know. So it's like that's the one thing. It's like everything you can explain narratively, but his intentions as a writer, why? And if is it just gonna be he thought it was fun? Like he thought it was gonna be funny? Like
I don't see why he does a lot of the things that he does.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
Like why does he hate Gojo? You created the fucking character. For me, if people liked my character that fucking much, I would be so fucking happy. I would never kill that motherfucker off. Because it's like, you guys love him. I love him too. Like,
but also like I get you get pissed at like Gojo stealing from Yuji or Yuta.
But that's on you for not
because there's a big portion Yuji did fuck all.
Yeah.
Like after like the initial Shibuya, fuck all.
Like how are you gonna get mad at people liking a character that you put all this attention into? The whole first part of the second season is about Gojo, and the very first like 5 episodes of the second like the Shibuya arc is about Gojo. And then what is the whole premise? We need to unseal Gojo. So I don't understand why you dislike him, but then have him such a prominent character in the series.
You might as well just
most of the time, if you don't like a character, you kind of dial them back, right?
Like the show could be better if you just made it the Gojo show.
Yeah.
And then him being sealed, and like there's an arc where like they have to unseal him, or like he dies, and then he has to come back and like have that'd be fine. But to do this, it just I don't know, man. It just doesn't make sense. And
it's just bad decisions. And
yeah.
So to my third point, to I guess kind of close it off. This is the most narrative driven point, and I've seen people not like this, but I thought it made a lot of sense if we look at it. Sukuna, right, is a character in the series that has not been punished or like what's the word like taken down a peg or two, like
never bump in the road.
Yeah, like
Gojo was the
he's
first
never like no one's like he's never like had like an issue where it's like oh like fuck like it's like it taking down a peg or two is the word. I forget the actual word for it. Like so Sukuna has an ideal, right? Gojo and Sukuna have similar ideals where in order to become strong, the strongest, you need to throw away your humanity. You need to throw away this concept of I need other people and I need to like band together, right? Because that's what he told Jogo. Like you're very naive for thinking you need to you need to be with your cursed spirits and all these people. You just need to by yourself, throw away your humanity, throw away this way of thinking, and you'll become strong, right? That's a great fucking mindset and ideology for Squid.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a villain. So what does that mean? As a villain, and you have an ideology, you need to be proven wrong because you're the bad guy. He's not a good person. He's right. Murdering fucking innocent people. He's
being proven right.
That's what I'm saying. And all this does with Yuta, and he's like, we shouldn't let Gojo be the monsters because he doesn't need to be the monster. Don't you all see Gojo as human? I will become the monster for everyone. So you're proving Sukuna right by needing to become a monster and just defile and degrade Gojo's corpse to beat Sukuna. So proving Sukuna right that the only way to beat Sukuna is to throw away your humanity, be alone, and fucking kill him that way. The whole point of him not liking Yuji is because Yuji completely and utterly is like against that way of thinking. But yet we can't give Yuji the win. So we need to go back and have Yuta become a monster to beat Sukuna now. So it's like, do we not understand this as like under people that are watching JJK that Sukuna is the villain? He's not the main character.
He's the hero.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the hero.
His way of thinking and how everything works needs to be shown that is incorrect and flawed. Otherwise, why the fuck should I disagree with Sukuna? Why do I have to be like, no, you just got a point. You should save everyone. You should care about other people. Why? If that happens, it just gets you killed.
Yeah, every villain, like Aizen's had ideals, Madara's had ideals, but they get proven to an extent they're wrong.
Yes, Aizen and Madara, both. Madara wants to put everyone in Tsukuyomi because he feels hatred is what drives the conflict in the world. So he wants to put everyone in their perfect world, right? But he gets proven wrong where if that's a fabricated world, people aren't going to be happy, right? Aizen, he wants to become a perfect being, and he feels like himself could rule the world, do the better world, right? Then we see, no, that's not true because of Ichigo's ideals and the Yuha stuff and everything, right? So even though they have maybe like it's like it makes sense what they're thinking of, we understand that good in the world prevails because they're misguided and flawed. Sukuna is like a fucking history teacher, and it's like, no, you need to go this way because in history everything failed this way, but if you go this way, it's all perfect. It's like, no, that's not how that works for a villain.
It's just pretty shoddy writing. I will end it with Gige wants to be fucked by Sukuna. And I just think as a whole, unless they do some real big backtracking, like on some Tokyo Revengers type shit.
Yeah.
This
but even then, people are not gonna like that.
Yeah, but so like it's a lose-lose because you could no fan, whether you're a Sukuna fan or not, are gonna like how this turns out.
Yeah.
Because as a Sukuna fan, as the villain, you know the villain has to lose.
Yeah.
So when you kill his biggest op, and you've thrown everything at him, and he still is, at some point you're gonna be like, okay, how's he gonna lose?
Yeah. And then the way he loses, it's gonna like, oh, that wasn't that good. How he lost.
If at anything, he should have lost to Gojo.
Yeah.
Not zombie Gojo.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. But we could talk about this forever.
One thing I want to end it with, we're a little bit more copium.
Okay.
A little bit more copium.
Okay. Okay.
Gojo's gonna come back after the 5-minute timer. Yuta's gonna die, and then Gojo is going to come back after that point and become Gojo again.
Like Gojo.
Gojo. It's gonna be Gojo. Yuta's gonna say after the 5 minutes, Yuta sacrifices himself, but because Gojo's body is still intact and Gojo is not going south, he's going north. He comes back and he's like, "Thank you, Yuta. This really was our Jutsu Kaisen." It's my only copium where at this point where I'm just like, it's almost like 99.999% sure Gojo is dead and gone. So the only remaining 0 percentile we have is the fact that after the 5 minutes, because why would they have a 5-minute timer, right? So like after 5 minutes, Yuta ends up having to die, and then Gojo is able to come back at that point because he sees Yuta doing all this shit for him, right? So that's the only copium I have left for Gojo coming back, because at this point, every fucking theory we had before has been squashed.
Just to get off screen too is ridiculous.
Off screen too,
like,
yeah.
Like,
give us a black panel with a line through it, and then Gojo dead on the floor.
like what? He just didn't want to draw it.
He didn't want
He
to.
just didn't want to draw it. But with all that being said, guys, we know you guys are big JJK fans, and like a lot of you might disagree with us and stuff like that, or be pissed. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
But it's just like as fans of like outside of Gojo as a series, it just doesn't make sense. A lot of it's just getting to the point that like I'm gonna throw in Aizen in there. Do I think Aizen could kill him? I don't fucking know at this
At
point.
this point, yeah,
I'm
like,
gonna throw Madara in there. I don't fucking know at this
Yeah.
point. You know, like
oh yes, the binding vow that if another person from a different series comes in, they automatically fucking suck.
yeah, like it just doesn't make sense. But if you agree with us, let us know down below. Comments. If you don't, comment down below. We'll see what you guys have to say. If you like the video, make sure to like it, subscribe if you haven't, check out our TikTok. And with that being said, we have the Christmas podcast, and we're out this bitch. Peace.